I got 9 more books since filming my June book haul. So this is my June book haul, part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Roya and I got 9 more books in June, so let's just get into it. I've got one new release that was an ARC trade with my friend Catherine, who sent it to me with a cat sticker, and all the tape that was on the package and everything had cats on it, and it was great. And that book is The Forest Queen, and this is definitely one of my most anticipated book releases of the year, and I happened to be in possession of a book she wanted to read, and I'm also going to send her another book that she wanted to read once I film my wrap-up. This is a gender-bent Robin Hood retelling. Hooray. I love Robin Hood, and I love badass ladies. These next 3 books were from thriftbooks.com. I did totally end up breaking my rule of if the library has it, don't buy it. But yeah, so 2 of these I know my library does have and I bought them anyway, but I just really wanted them, so whatever. But really, the main reason I was on Thrift Books was to get An Accident of Stars by Foz Meadows. So at BEA, I heard about that there is in fact such a thing as the Bisexual Book Awards. And so naturally I went to the Wikipedia article for these awards, and I looked especially at the fantasy books that had won and whatnot. And this was one of them. Also from Thrift Books, I got Throne of the Crescent Moon by Saladin Ahmed. And I have been wanting to read this for forever. I don't know why I haven't yet, but I just, like, at one point I had it on hold from the library for like almost a year before just being like, well, I'm obviously not going to read it, so whatever. But now I'm definitely gonna read it because I have it, and hooray. So this is a fantasy that is Middle Eastern inspired, and I love Middle Eastern inspired fantasy, and there needs to be so much more of it. The last Thrift Books book I have here is Suspicion by Alexandra Monir. I now own all of Alexandra Monir's books, with the exception of her new one that came out this year, and I've only read one of them. So it's definitely time to like read all the rest of her books that I have, because hooray. So this is basically a thriller slash fantasy. So the next 5 books I have here to show you guys are books that came from Vintage Books, which is here in Vancouver, Washington, not Canada. And I have store credit there that I still had like $35 of store credit. And you can only use store credit for half of your purchase. It's one of those places. So really, that gives me like $60 worth of books to basically cut in half. So basically that means I get everything at half price until I have no more store credit, basically is how that works. So I picked 5 books. One of them is Golden Cat, and let's be honest, this was a cover buy. Look at the cute little floofs on the cover. They are so cute. Oh my gosh. But basically this is about a cat who is supposedly the prophesied golden cat, and just a bunch of stuff happens, I guess, and all the main characters are cats. Tournament of Blood is the next one I got, and that is a medieval mystery novel, and I love crime novels, and at one point my dad got me into this feudal Japan crime novel series, which was really awesome. So this is a medieval crime novel series, and this one in particular is about a tournament that is going to take place, and there's a moneylender who shows up dead. So it sounds so awesome, and also really great for research purposes. Then I got Fires of the Faithful, which I guess is a fantasy set in an Italy-esque setting. And stuff happens. I completely forget what this is about, but it intrigued me when I got it, so, and now I'm excited to read it. And the last 2 that I got are The Stone Sky and The Broken Kingdoms by N.K. Jemisin. So The Stone Sky is the 3rd book in the Broken Earth trilogy, and The Broken Kingdoms is the 2nd book in the Inheritance trilogy, of which I read the first one forever ago, and like 5 years ago at least, and I just never finished it. So it's definitely time I continue with the series. This one came out like last year, and it's the 3rd book in a series that I read the other 2 of, so it's definitely just about time I read it, so hooray! So these are the books that I got in the second half. I'm getting a phone call. Who is calling me? I'm filming a video here. So these are the books that I got in the second half of June, or rather, since I filmed my June book haul part 1 at the beginning of June, because they were all mostly from the end of May, this is the books that I got in June. So yeah, let me know if you've read any of these, what your thoughts are, which ones that you haven't read sound the most interesting, which ones I should get to first, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!